Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we will see some practice questions based on differentiation. Practice questions from 1 to 6. So let's start. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So let's start with question number 1, which says for x belongs to real, fx is equal to mod of log 2 minus sin x and gx equal to f of fx, then which option is correct? So we have to basically find g dash 0, right? And tell the property about g, right? The hint of this question is first fx is given, we will find gx as f of fx, right? Clear? And we will see, we will break gx in a piecewise function. First, we will break fx in a piecewise function because it is mod log 2 minus sin x, right? Clear? After that, we will find gx, that is f of fx for different intervals, right? And after that, we can tell the property about g and g dash. Clear? Okay, you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part C. We have fx is equal to mod log 2 minus sin x and gx is equal to f of fx such that x belongs to real. Note that we can note that for x tending to 0, when x tending to 0, log 2 greater than sin x, right? For x tending to 0, log 2 greater than sin x. We know this because the graph of sin x is this one, x tending to 0. Clear? And log 2, graph of log is like this. Clear? So when x tending to 0, log 2 is basically x equal to 2. This is 1, this is x equal to 2. So log 2 is basically more than, see, more than sin x. Clear? Therefore, fx is equal to log 2 minus, fx will be equal to log 2 minus x, right? Now, gx will be equal to log 2 minus sin fx, right? Because gx is equal to f of fx, which is equal to log 2 minus sin. Fx is again log 2 minus sin x. So, log 2 minus sin, log 2 minus sin x. Clearly, gx is differentiable at x equal to 0. And sin x is differentiable. Gx is differentiable at x equal to 0 as sin x is differentiable, right? Now, g dash x is equal to minus of cos log 2 minus sin x into minus cos x, right? So it can be written as cos x into cos log 2 minus sin x. So g dash 0 is equal to cos 0 1 into sin 0 0, which is 1 into cos log 2. Clear? G dash 0 is cos log 2. Clear? Cos log 2. Option B is right choice. Okay. So let's move to the next question. Question number 2, which says if y is equal to sin x into sin 2x into sin 3x till sin nx, then y dash is. So the hint of this question is C. It is given as sin x into sin 2x into sin 3x like that, right? So we will try to break it in terms of 10x, right? Because options are in terms of 10x, 10 kx, cot kx, right? Clear? By using some substitution or some addition, clear? We will try to break this in the form of 10 kx like that, right? Okay. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part C. As y is equal to sin x into sin 2x into sin 3x till sin nx, right? So while finding y dash, we can apply product rule, right? So y dash will be differentiation of sin x into these things plus differentiation of sin 2x into product of sin x, sin 3x till sin nx, in plus differentiation of sin 3x into sin x into sin 2x till sin nx, right? So y dash can be written as cos x into sin 2x into sin 3x till sin nx plus sin x into, see, differentiation of sin 2x will be 2 cos 2x into sin 3x till sin nx plus sin x into sin 2x, differentiation of sin 3x is 3 cos 3x till sin nx, right? So same thing, like a similar thing will be made in addition till cos nx, right? Differentiation of sin nx will be n sin nx, like this, by using product rule. Now, yes, so we can calculate y dash as cos x into sin 2x, like that, right? Now see, here if it is cos x into sin 2x into sin 3x, like that, if we multiply and divide sin x upon sin x, so it will be cos x upon sin x, which is sin x, and this term will be sin x into sin 2x into sin 3x, like that, which is equal to y. Clear? So first term will be cot x into y, right, which is cot x into y. Second term, see, this is 2 cos 2x, right? So if we multiply sin 2x and divide by sin 2x, right? So divide by sin 2x, it will be cos 2x, cot 2x, and 2 times sin x into sin 2x into sin 3x, like that. So 2y. Clear? So second term can be written as 2 times cot 2x into y. Similarly, third term can be written as 3 times cot 3x into y, right? And last term can be written as n times cot nx into y. Clear? So y dash can be written as, take y as common. So cot x plus 2 cot 2x plus 3 cot 3x till n cot nx, right? Therefore, y dash is equal to y into summation of k. See, this can be written as summation of k from summation of k is equal to 1 to n k cot kx, right? So y dash is equal to y into summation of k is equal to 1 to n k cot kx, right? Option B is the right choice. Clear? B is the right choice. Let's move to the next question, question number 3, which says if 3fx minus 2f1 by x is equal to x, then f dash 2 is equal to. So see, the hint of this question is, first we can replace x by 1 by x, right? Then it will be a linear equation, two variable, having two variable as fx and f1 by x. So by elimination method we can calculate fx, right? So we will get fx in terms of x, and after that we can find f dash x, right? And after that we will put the value of 2, that is f dash 2, and we'll get this answer. Okay, so you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part C. 3fx is equal to 3fx minus 2f1 by x is equal to x. Equation 1 is given. Let 1 by x is equal to y, right? So 3f1 by y, right? 1 by y. Since 1 by x equal to y, then x will be 1 by y. So 3f1 by y minus 2fy is equal to 1 by y, right? So minus 2fy plus 3f1 by y is equal to 1 by y. Therefore, put x in place of y. Therefore, minus 2fx plus 3 f1 by x is equal to 1 by x. Equation 2. Now, on multiplying equation 1 by equation 2, see, we have two equation 1 and 2, and we have to eliminate f of 1 by x, right, to get fx. So we can multiply equation 1 by 3, right? We can multiply equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 2. Clear? For doing addition, for doing elimination, right? Multiply equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 2 and add these two equations, right? We will get 5fx is equal to 3x plus 2 by x, right? So fx will be 1 by 5 into 3, 1 by 5 into 3x plus 2 by x, right, in terms of x. So f dash x will be 1 by 5 3 minus 2 by x square, right? So f dash 2 is equal to 1 by 5, 3 minus 2 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 2. Clear? Okay. So answer is B, 1 by 2. Got it? So let's move to the next question, which is question number 4, which says if fx is equal to cos x plus iota sin x into cos 2x plus iota sin 2x into cos 3x plus iota sin 3x till cos nx plus iota sin nx, then f1 is equal to, and f1 is equal to 1, then f double dash 1 is equal to. So the hint of this question is C. Fx, this is in polar form, which is cos x plus iota sin x. So fx can be written in terms of in the Euler form, which is e to the power iota x into e to the power iota 2x into e to the power iota 3x, right? And it can be written as e to the power iota x plus 2x plus 3x till nx, right? Which will be in AP, right? And which can be written in the form of AP. And we can find fx, then we can find f dash x, then f double dash x, then put these value 1 and we will get the answer. Okay. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay. Let's move to the solution part C. Fx is equal to cos x plus iota sin x into cos 2x plus iota sin 2x into cos 3x plus iota sin 3x till cos nx plus iota sin nx, right? So after moving to Euler form, right, it will be cos. See, it can be written as cos e to the power iota x plus 2x plus 3x, right, till nx, right, which can be written e to the power iota x plus 2x plus 3x till nx, which can be written as cos x plus 2x plus 3x plus nx plus iota sin x plus 2x plus 3x plus nx, right, till nx, which can be written as cos of n into n plus 1 by 2x plus iota sin n into n plus 1 by 2x. So f dash x is basically n into n plus 1 by 2. If n into n plus 1 by 2 is taken common, then it will be minus of sin n into n plus 1 by 2x plus iota sin iota cos n into n plus 1 by 2x. Therefore, f double dash x, now if we differentiate it again, f double dash x will be minus of n into n plus 1 by 2 square cos n into n plus 1 by 2x plus iota sin n into n plus 1 by 2x, right, which is equal to minus of n into n plus 1 by 2 square into fx. Clear? Now, f double dash x is this one. So, let's put f double dash 1. 1 in place of x, right? Therefore, f double dash 1 is equal to minus of n into n plus 1 by 2 square into f1. Clear? And f1 is basically 1, right? So, f double dash 1 will be minus of n into n plus 1 by 2 square. Clear? So, I think option C is right choice. Minus of n into n plus 1 by 2 square. Clear? Let's move to the next question. Question number 5, which says if root over x square plus y square is equal to a e to the power tan inverse y by x, where a greater than 0, assuming y greater than 0, then y double dash 0 is equal to. So again, you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. The hint of this question is C. This is implicit function, right? Clear? So you can differentiate throughout and get the value of dy by dx in terms of y and x, right? Clear? Again, you will differentiate twice to get the value of d square y by dx square. As this is implicit function, you have to take differentiation throughout. Clear? So, and after that you can put 0 to y double dash 0 to get the value of, put x as 0 to get the value of y, right? Clear? So you have 10 seconds. After that we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part C. When x is equal to 0, y greater than 0, this imply y is equal to we will put x equal to 0. When we will put x equal to 0, we will get y is equal to a to the power a e to the power pi by 2, right? See, we can directly differentiate throughout, but that differentiation will be little bit lengthy, right? So we can take log both sides, as this is in power, right? So power of something. So on taking log both sides of the given equation, we will get 1 by 2 log x square plus y square is equal to log a plus tan inverse y by x. Now we can differentiate both sides with respect to x. Now differentiation will be easy. That's why we have taken log. So 1 by 2, 2x plus 2y y dash upon x square plus y square is equal to differentiation of log a is 0. 1 by 1 plus y by x square into x y dash minus y upon x square, which imply x plus y dash is equal to x y dash minus 1. So this is equation 1. Again, on differentiating both sides with respect to x, we get 1 plus y dash square plus y double dash is equal to x y double dash plus y dash minus y dash, right? So this y dash and this y dash will be cancelled out. So finally, 1 plus y dash square is equal to x minus y into y double dash, right? Therefore, y double dash will be equal to 1 plus y dash square upon x minus y, where x equal to 0 we get from equation 1, right? X equal to 0 we get from equation 1, clear? So y dash is equal to minus 1, right? Clear? Therefore, y double dash 0. See, y double dash 0, put x equal to 0 here. You will get, since y dash is equal to minus 1, we will put y dash equal to minus 1 and x equal to 0. Clear? And y is given as a e to the power pi by 2. So you will get y double dash 0 as 2 upon minus a e to the power pi by 2, which is equal to minus 2 by a e to the power minus pi by 2. Clear? So I think option C is the right choice. Okay, minus 2 by a e to the power minus pi by 2. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 6, which says if y is equal to mod sin x to the power mod x, then the value of dy by dx at x equal to minus pi by 6 is. So see, y is given as mod sin x to the power mod x. Clear? So we can break this function as a piecewise function, right? And since this is in power, we can take log also, right? We can take log also. And after differentiating both sides, we will get the required value of dy by dx. And after finding dy by dx, we will put x equal to minus pi by 6 to get the required answer. Okay. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part C. Given y is equal to mod sin x to the power mod x. Now see, we have to find dy by dx at x equal to minus pi by 6, right? So see, in the neighborhood of x equal to minus pi by 6, mod x and mod sin x both are negative, right? Clear? Clear? Because we know the graph of sin x, this one, right? Clear? So sin x is negative in minus pi by 6 and x is also negative. Therefore, y can be written as minus sin x to the power minus x, right? Now, as we discussed, we can take log both sides, right? So, log y is equal to minus x log minus sin x, right? On differentiating both sides, we get 1 by y dy by dx is equal to minus x minus 1 by sin x into minus cos x plus log minus sin x into minus 1, which is equal to, see, minus and minus will cancel out, which will equal to minus x cot x minus log minus sin x, which is equal to minus of x cot x plus log minus sin x, right? Therefore, dy by dx is equal to minus y x cot x plus y x cot x plus log minus sin x, right? Therefore, dy by dx at x equal to minus 5 by 6 is equal to 2 to the power minus 5 by 6 upon 6, because we have put x equal to minus 5 by 6, right? 2 to the power minus 5 by 6 upon 6 into 6 log 2 minus root 3 pi. Clear? Clear? Thank you so much.